because there's 12 days of Christmas. There's going to be a class, a silly class, bit of fun around that song, the 12 days of Christmas. I think it's up, day 4, I think, has just gone up. And then today I've also loaded up a class themed around courage. All right, so that, I think that's about 40 minutes. So you're all more than capable of doing it. So that's those 2 are up on YouTube this morning. So enjoy those with my love. There will also be an email in your inbox today. So thank you, Mandy, for prompting me as well, because I got a bit lazy over the weekend. But I've got a fundraiser going for it's called Fair Share, which is a company that basically stops food waste. So it stops, you know, Sainsbury's, Tesco's, etc., binning stuff. This is all stuff that's still in date and in code. Obviously, it's good food, and distributes it out to all sorts of people in society. So from hungry children to vulnerable elderly to just basically vulnerable people who can't feed themselves this Christmas and all year. So I'm hoping to raise £250. It would be lovely. There's a link in this NamaStream thing. There's also on my Facebook pages as well. There's a link there. So if you can, any amount would be lovely. If you can't, that's absolutely fine, because I know that a lot of people are quite strapped this year. So if you can't, maybe you could just share the link for me. That would be awesome. Okay, and see if we can raise a little bit of money for hungry people, because we are very, very lucky, really. Okay, so it's Monday, so welcome. I expect lots of you are not working today, so thank you for getting up. Meditation, so Sally is leading the way this morning with her meditation. So get yourself a cushion, get yourself comfy, and we will meditate. And if, like me, you like to use a meditation shawl, you can use your shawl. So just take a moment to get super comfy. All right. And I always say this, and I'll never stop saying it, even if that means you need to be in a chair. There's nothing wrong with being in a chair. The idea is that your spine is nicely aligned. Again, that doesn't mean straight necessarily. So lift and widen the upholstery from underneath your bum, and really check in that your knees are lower than these hip creases. And that's going to make a massive difference to how long you can sit comfortably. All right, so just start by breathing, first principle stuff, even when we're meditating, to breathe into the side body, head of the arm bones back, and look up tall. And, you know, we've all had some rubbish news over the weekend. Maybe it's, especially when it first came in, that news, it can be a little bit, and we can get a little bit sort of angry. I know I did. It's like, oh, you know, woe is me. And we can focus in that. It'd be like a little sinkhole, plug hole that can suck us down. So this is your opportunity to reset for the week. Sorry, I'm just going to mute. I'm getting a bit of feedback. There you go. This is our opportunity to reset and start the week off on a good note, a more positive note. We're going to be meditating on joy today, the feeling of joy. And even though you might not feel very joyous, we're human, which makes us have this ability to have memory, which is an awesome thing about being human. And so when we come to that part of the meditation, I want you to try and pull on a moment where you felt great joy. And it could have been when you were 6 years old going down a slide, you know, that wee, that feeling, or, you know, Father Christmas appearing when you were young, or maybe it was your wedding day or something that happened last week. My boys came home, that was real joy. Or if you can't pull on anything in your past, maybe look at something you're hoping for the future. And if even that is hard today, what you can do is, you know, think of a time when you watched a TV program or watched somebody else receive great joy, and see if you can pull on that feeling and the feeling that you got from the film. Okay, and that's what we'll be then meditating on, those feelings. All right. So all that said, take a couple of lovely deep breaths. Let's use the first few moments to settle in. So close in behind your eyes. And as you track the breath in and out, remember it's not an effortful looking to be first or best. You're just noticing the fact that you're breathing in and out. Nothing to change about that. Maybe take these couple of moments here to shift your seat a bit more. Take your skull back over your shoulders back over your hips. And dive into your breath. Don't make it just a mechanical process. Feel it. And then take note of what your breath feels like to you this morning. So you can start with the sensations of, does it feel warm or cold as you breathe it in and out? Is it long or short? Maybe there's a scent on your breath if you've lit a candle or incense. And what does it feel like as you breathe it in and breathe it away? This is your centering. I'm going to leave you here just for a couple of rounds of breath more. Take a lovely deep inhale all together and a long, long exhale. And then to my count, start to inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 6. Exhale for 4. And then keep going. Count in your own head. And if you lose count, just focus on making the inhale longer than the exhale. And as you indulge in your inhale, feel how it lifts you internally, this inner body bright, a lifting up. Take a few more rounds like this. Again, I'll be quiet for you. Take another round of breath. And then on your exhale, you can drop the count. And this is now, I'd like you to think of a time when you felt deep joy. Past, present, future, or pretend, imagined. Think of that moment. What's going on for you? What's stimulating that feeling of joy? Maybe it's the memory of a hug. What does that feel like? What's the feeling tone of it in your body? On your skin? How does it affect the way you breathe? How does it feel in your face? Maybe there's a little smile. Maybe there's an internal smile in your tummy. So just examine that. Feel it. And then stick more with the feeling tone. And you can let the memory dissolve a little bit. Sit with the feeling of joy. Breathe it to you as if each breath could expand it and breathe more feeling to it, more life to it.
No.
I'm recording. And then sit with those feelings. Wallow in the feeling of joy. And if your mind wanders, keep going through this process, keep coming back to the feeling. It's quite natural to get pulled off. And now, as usual, with whatever you've managed to achieve, sit a while with that energy. Don't try and go deeper, better, longer, anything. Just sit. How do you feel right now? Put this into the memory bank. And then no matter what happens in your day or a week, maybe you can come back to this feeling tone, to this moment. You can even replay this video again and again. This joy of being human allows us to remember all this good stuff. Hold it dear. So notice it, feel it for about 3 or 4 more breaths. And then perhaps a little bit reluctantly start to deepen your breath. Draw your way out. But bring that memory of joy with you, that memory of a beautiful meditation with you. And then very slowly bring your hands to your heart center. Bow your head in. And let's all just be grateful for being human, for the ability to remember, recall, and even imagine. And for the deep joy that has touched all of us at some stage. We just have to keep on keeping on remembering it. Take another deep breath in. Om. Namaste, yogis. Well done. Okay. Sorry about Tim. Mum at the door. Okay, so your homework is tonight when, I mean, it's getting dark so early. It's the shortest day today, isn't it? Yay. Yeah. Tonight, it's getting dark so early. Why don't you just turn off all the lights and have dinner by candlelight and have candles around the room? I find that so calming, that more natural lighting. And it actually just feel grateful for the darkness and the quiet and enjoy it. Summer's coming, so enjoy log fires and sleepy dogs and candlelight. All right. If you want to watch this on the replay, I will edit Tim out of that. So I'm sorry if that pulled you out, but you know, that's life. It probably happened in the background of your houses and things there. We get pulled out. And the trick is when that happens to acknowledge it. And the trick is to keep coming back. And that's meditation, that process of keeping coming back, even if when you have 3 naughty boys in the house.